Okay, so we're checking out Legacy of the Duelist again. I built a new deck, not like my other deck. My other deck was to cause people to deck out. This one is called Forbidden, which you should know what that's about. One of the things that I would like to ask a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players nowadays, people who play Yu-Gi-Oh nowadays, is can they beat me without their extra deck? Like, do they need an extra deck to win? Like, I'll explain more what I mean in a minute. Stop picking scissors, people. Oh, hey, look, he has 15 cards in his extra deck. This is my question for a lot of people who play Yu-Gi-Oh nowadays. Like, can they not beat me with just these cards right here? Do they have to use the extra deck? What would happen if we were to just take the extra deck off the board and then just play with just our decks? If both our sides were like this with just a deck, no extra deck, what would it be like? Could they beat me? I don't think they could. That's how people play nowadays. They have to use their extra deck. They have to special summon because they don't know how to do anything else. Obviously. But yeah, that's my question for a lot of people who play Yu-Gi-Oh nowadays. Is can you actually beat someone like me who's been playing for years? Can they actually beat someone like me who's been playing for years without an extra deck? I'll set this. Wait, what is this? I hope he's not using a spell counter deck. We're not playing a spell counter deck. Anybody can use a deck like that. Okay, no. We're not playing spell counter deck. You're not going to sit there and just move spell counters around all over the board and just use whatever effect you want when you want. We're not going to play like that. Build a real deck. Can't stand people like that. I mean, if that's what you have to do to win, then you're pathetic. I mean, I know I'm using an Exodia deck, but you know, I'm just trying to find other. I'm just trying to use other decks instead of using my regular deck. I'm just trying to learn new things. I'm one of those people, like, to me, I really don't care who goes first or second. You know, if they want to go first, they can. We're going to put this face down. I always make sure I activate the swords of a villain light on my first turn, because I know these idiots will put two or three monsters on the field in one turn and try to take me out on their first turn because they don't know how to play Yu-Gi-Oh without an extra deck, without special summoning 4 or 5 monsters every turn. Are you serious? I hope this isn't another spell counter deck. I'm going to put this face down because I don't have any other way to send it to the graveyard. There's actually people out there that play Yu-Gi-Oh! That don't know what a tribute summon is. All they know is special summon. They don't know what it means to sacrifice a monster and to put another monster down. They don't know what that means. I actually played somebody before, not on the video game, but the actual real life person, and they didn't know what I did. They didn't understand why I sent a card to the graveyard. I had to explain it to them. Well, you have to sacrifice. If you know how to play Yu-Gi-Oh, you would know that. But no, all you know how to do is special summon. Monster Reborn is activated. You're not getting my fairy monster that easily. I should have activated that spell card. I don't know why I didn't. It's mistakes like this that can get me beat. Oh look, a Link summon. We will go and search another sort of revealing light. You see how I just draw a card, play it, and end my turn? I don't sit there and, think and try to put 4 or 5 monsters on the field. I just play a card and end. It's not that hard. He's obviously using a Buster Blader themed deck, and I'm pretty sure he has Buster Blader fusion monsters in that deck. Predictable. Again, if you're playing an archetype or if you're playing with a specific set of cards, your first two cards that you play automatically let your opponent know what you have. So since he just played those 2 cards right there, I already know what this deck's about. I already know what he's going to use. I just gotta hope I draw the right card at the right time. Okay, so we'll just activate this card. Too bad, you still can't attack yet. Come on, what are you thinking for? Seriously, dude, I don't take this long when it's your turn. End phase. What are you still thinking for? It's a simple play. I set a card in my turn. Nothing to think about. Gosh, I can't stand the way people play Yu-Gi-Oh nowadays. It's ridiculous. Ugh. He summoned a Buster Blader. Once per turn. Once per turn. Once per turn. You can send a monster card you control. Once per turn. That's all people want to do is put 4 or 5 monsters on the field that have once per turn effects. I mean, is that all? I mean, is that all they know how to do? You see how I just draw on in my turn? I don't sit there and think I have to figure out what I got to do to special summon a monster every turn, special summon 2 monsters every turn. I just draw on in my turn. I mean, I don't overcomplicate it like these people do. I'm not going to activate Swords of Revealing Light right now. I don't think. Let me read this card one more time. While it is on the field or graveyard, if a monster your opponent controls is destroyed, your opponent controls destroyed by battle card effect. This. So what's the point of this card? The original Buster Blader is better. I guess he has that card thinking that I use an archetype, which I don't. Because archetypes usually share the same type. I'll let him attack that. Wait, no. I can't let him attack that right now. Because he'll just equip it. Super Bonumization. That's what he has to defend himself against my card. Is special summoning a monster. That's what he has. Again, can't do nothing without special summon. Okay, so he special summoned this card. Let's read this card. Once per turn, you can target one level 5 or monster your opponent controls. You can destroy all your opponent's special summon monsters, which I don't special summon because I don't need to, so that card's a waste. But again, that's all people know how to play. Once per turn cards. I'll just end. I'll keep this swords for later. He still wants to go after that middle card. Now I think things are going to get more difficult for him because I'm going to be gaining almost 1,000 every turn now because he did that. See how I just play a card in my turn? I don't sit there and try to special summon every turn. See what I could do to special summon. Again, special summon. I don't think he's ever normal summoned through the entire game. Again, he's special summoning again. I don't think he's normal summoned a monster this entire battle. I don't think he's going to. That's all he knows how to do, obviously. This card can attack directly. That's completely fair. It can attack directly or it can inflict piercing damage. That's a completely fair card. Really? Banishing all my monsters. If that's what you gotta do to win. I mean, screw you. You see how people play? It's ridiculous. They have to do all this just to win. They can't just play a regular deck. Anyways, I'll be on later.